This chicken is $6 or this chicken is $6 from Whole Foods. It's halal. Oh, I should also be recording this. Oh, it is recording. Good. So I'm gonna debone a chicken. I've done this a few times, and so if I can recall, we start by scoring the back. This is where we'll kind of like unfold the chicken. And we have to get the wishbone out. And we have to sort of deal with these things. Let's do the wishbone first, because I don't want to wish I'd done that. Because the wishbone is really pokey, and it can cause you a lot of harm. I'm using a deboning knife I got for $30. It's listed on Amazon, the same price, and just a Victorinox. I've only used it to debone chicken so far. It's still pretty sharp. I might have to hone it in the future. So I've got half of the wishbone out now, and I'm being pretty careful with this, with the knife tip into the breast. If you check on YouTube, the pros aren't as careful. They just know how to cut right into there and then pull out what they need. I accidentally broke the wishbone. So I want to make sure I get that out. First time I deboned chickens, I deboned 4 chickens. It helped give me some practice. I did that for New Year's, and I got all the wishbone out. Good. Okay, so now we can work around this quite safely. And what we're going to do is we're going to free up. We're going to work one side at a time, and we're going to free up the wing joint here. And that's a euphemism, I guess, for cutting into it. We're going to... Where is this bad boy again? Okay, so I need to be able to see the shot. My hands are all chickeny. I could two-hand this. Okay, yeah, you guys can see this. So where's this joint? Okay. Keep your fingers out of the way if you're doing this hanging onto the wing. It is something I've thought about if I'm doing it right, just because it seems so sketchy poking with such a sharp thing right into there. Now, if you go online and you find the pros videos doing this, they kind of banana peel the wing at this point. I haven't cut through all the joints. Okay, now I've cut through all the joints on the wing, and okay, so yeah, there's lots of ligaments connecting the wing to the torso, and I like to keep the knife handy to be able to just go through those as they come up. Now, this is something that's not clear in our friend's video, is what to do with this motherfucker. And I'm going to just tear it out. And then this, oh yeah, so you can really banana peel it like he does in the, like our friend the pro does in the video. Now, this one, let's see, how can we improve that? We got to, yeah, he's not really cutting through there. I think he's cutting through there. So I think he just kind of goes around. Yeah. See, knowing where to cut makes it so that you have to go back and forth less. You guys could have a tighter shot on this, I suppose. Okay, so here's that thing. I don't know. Let's do this and right. Okay. Yeah, there's the knuckle end of some bone, joint end of some bone. Working there, just the tip here. Yeah, okay, now I'm getting into the ligaments I was talking about. Separating that out. Okay. And I'm just using my fingers to probe in, find the resistance. Now, this time around, with this guy, I'm going to try and grab it along with the wing, because I think that will make for more of a banana peel, and I'll try and deal with it on the way down. Okay, that is helping the banana or the chicken peeling down to oyster, but he gets away with not showing how he deals with this fucking bone. Do one of you call the cops? Yeah. So now these are the ligaments on the sort of armpit side of the wing, and we can now go into the breastbone here on the other side of the fillets and continue our chicken peeling work. Okay, and so here you're separating from the sternum, the I don't know, the breastbone, and just kind of pulling down. And away, yeah, and away, like this. And yeah, this just kind of pulls away from the carcass. And then we're down to the oysters very nearly. Or once we get through dislocating the hips and stuff, we're just about there. So now that we're going to do one at a time again. I guess we'll start on this one on my left. And you cut into the oyster. Cut into the oyster. And then you break the oyster. You find the joint. And you clear the joint. Okay. And then keep going all the way back down, right? This is another series of ligaments here. Just going to go up from under. Okay, so we've got this half liberated. Now let's work on the other one and free this carcass. Okay. I like to work the legs in front of me. So yeah, into the oyster, nice like that. Okay. And then, yeah, you can just find this joint. Just tear it like you're a monster, several times bigger than this herbivore, omnivore. So now we're back into the front near the breast, peeling away the last of that, and we should, I'm expecting to be able to just kind of lift this up and pull its carcass away from its skin and motors. Skin and limbs. Great. Now this is a nice carcass with a couple fillet. It still feels cool from the fridge, by the way. My handling it hasn't heated it up too much. And just carefully peeling off the chicken fillets. They look a little rough compared to when a pro does it, but it's done probably thousands. And so there's fillet, there's a ligament in there that we need to remove. There's the fillet. And the rest of this carcass will make a really good start to a chicken stock. Here's the carcass. I wish they would give us the organs. Then we could make pate or something. So try to keep track of all my bones in one file. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. Starting to split the skin. That's bad. Forgot to trim the wingtips. Let's do that now. So he kind of breaks them, gets them through. Yeah, that was so easy. It's nice to have a sharp knife, you know? If you don't have a sharp knife, a lot of tasks become unnecessarily hard and dangerous. Okay, so let's deal with these thighs first. And a French friend, the pro, who's got all those views on YouTube. He oh, it's tricky. I need to keep those inside bits. So he scrapes. He's like, you grab this. Actually, he's got a little cloth. I've done it in the past without a cloth. Got a little cloth for a grip on the bone. And scrapes down like this. I'm not as confident with my knives or on my hand while I grab this. Maybe that's why he's got that little cloth. But this fine pointy tip, it's really scary to maneuver around my hand. It's back and forth on the other side. In the video, he makes such aggressive work doing that. Now, when he gets to this point, this is when he starts cutting around the joint, so that he can still hang on to this part in order to deal with the rest of the leg. And whoop. Yeah, I mean, I want to leave some flesh on this, but I don't mind if it makes it into the stock. Maybe that's one thing I'd like to work on is the thigh joint. I want to get better at this thigh joint stuff because I feel like maybe I'm making it unnecessarily difficult. Well, see, because now I got this ring of, but the other end of the leg is now visible, and I can quickly scrape down on this. Lots of little ligaments. As you know, eating drumsticks, there's all these ligaments, but our French friend just kind of scrapes down right against them, and then those ligaments don't last long. So he kind of gets down to the end, and if you've watched it, you know that this isn't how he removes this. He doesn't take it out of that foot end. He doesn't take it out from the ankle. What he does is jams it back in here, and he takes a cleaver, which I don't have, and he breaks that there, and pulls out one of the thighs. So you see one hole, well, one big hole. That looks like from a cut. Uh-oh. Foul. Let's see if we can do the other thigh without a foul. Okay. And we scrape down. We've grabbed it by the hip joint. We scrape down on it. Now we're cutting into, cutting into, cutting into, and then again scraping. Yeah, now that we're below the joint, scraping against the joint. No, scraping against the bone. Below the joint, yeah, there it is. Here, I did feel a little bit nervous with my finger on the other end, but I do have the bone, in the way. So only once, much fewer switches back and forth. Feels a lot safer handling it around this leg. These annoying things. Apparently on a turkey, those are a lot trickier. All these sinews. Okay. So now we put this guy back in shape. Looks like no foul so far. Yeah. Oh, no! Yeah, a little bit of a foul. Tiny foul. Okay. Well, at least we reduced the size of our fouls. Okay. Then out she comes. This one came out a little bit easier. See that joint? Floppy floppy. So our dark meat, our bottoms, are done. Now we're going to do basically the same thing with the wings. And wings, yeah, we want, maybe this is some of that joint action he cut out earlier. One of the first things he does is cut all around these wing joints here. But we still got some more cutting around to do. There's little sinews connected everywhere around this. And it's a scraping situation as well, like with the thigh. And let's see. I forget what we do here. Well, no. Oh, I could have made a lollipop out of that one too. Okay, yeah. By this time, right. By this time, I would have actually already had this wing off, because I would have made the wing into a lollipop. Yeah, I saved the wings for last, unfortunately. That's a mistake I hadn't done before. And so with this, you remove the littler one, and then you just invert it with your bare hands. Now, this wing is feeling a little warm, but it's still food safe. We're 25 minutes in. That's not bad. So that's a dinky one. Let's do that better for this side. So we already have the wings off. I forget if it was more of the wing off, actually. I guess it depends how many lollipops you want. Well, I'm not going to mess with that right now. I'm going to get this last bone out. And now I mean, the breasts still feel nice and chill. Nice and chill. Those wings don't have a lot of thermal mass. Cutting around this tiny little wing bone in order to... I barely need to scrape with a knife at all once you get all those ligaments. Boom. Out comes that. And that is now a chicken with no bones. It's got some ankles, but those are easy to remove once it's cooked. I'm going to put the fillets sort of in here so that I don't lose them with the carcass. And I'm going to roll it and stuff it another time. So I'm just going to wash my hands and then grab a... no, maybe I'll just put it back in this Ziploc bag. I'll just put it back in the bag it came from. So, and off the. It's just funny. It feels weird trying to slide this chicken in. Okay, so the chicken is deboned and just about in the fridge. I'm going to just put it in this vessel I had handy so that I can put it in the fridge without it touching much. I'm using my dry knuckles to open the fridge door. Boom. Now let's figure out this lollipop, and then we can call it quits as soon as I put away the carcass. I'm going to save the carcass in the freezer because one carcass isn't much. And so I'm going to collect up carcasses to make a nice chicken stock. I'm just whipping through here to grab this little bone. Slippery, got it. And then pushing, I guess, getting rid of this piece of joint. Pushing this, pulling, pushing, scraping, tearing like a monster at this joint. Now we've inverted this wing, and we have a very crappy looking chicken lollipop. So the fillets are away, the lollipops are there. We just need to get a bag for the ingredients for a chicken stock. I'm going to wash my hands so I can get a bag for that. Okay. I have dry clean hands. In a Ziploc bag, I can hopefully fit quite a few little chicken carcasses in. Inverted the bag so I can try and grab it up in one go. I guess I could put the lollipops into the bag as well, but I'm going to try cooking them separately. I missed out on a chance to do that on New Year's. They're just sitting in the fridge drying out. I'm going to put them in their own little container. So this carcass goes in the freezer. lollipop jar. Okay, this it's covered in chicken bits. We got lots of little chicken bits, but I guess there's a point of diminishing returns, and so I'm just going to compost this. Spray this down. And wipe it off. Well, thank you for joining, and see you next time for the next chicken.